As far as 2,000 years ago, the great talented Emperor Wu Di of Han Dynasty dispatched envoy Zhang Qian to the western region for the war and opened the door of China to the western countries. Since then, with the reigning of camel bells, the Silk Road, extending for 7,000 kilometers long, has connected the four great civilizations on the way from Xi'an to Istanbul. Gansu, an inland province in northwestern China, is just located on the golden section of the old Silk Road. Being situated at the crossroad of Loess Plateau, the Inner Mongolia Plateau, and the Qinghai Tibet Plateau, Gansu has a lot of mountains, bases, and rivers. The cultivation of Yellow River was born here. Far back to the Neolithic age, Chinese ancestors lived here, working and breeding. They left us a lot of valuable prehistorical remains. The Dadiwan Neolithic relics recorded the mystical primitive pottery culture, and Majayao colored pottery shines the initial lights of civilization. The Chinese ancestor Fu Xi was born here. He established and explained the 8 diagrams and led people out of benighted stage. Ancestors of Zhou dynasty created cultivation and agriculture and made farming skill spread all over China. In the long history of Gansu, the Silk Road culture is one of the most brilliant. Many ancient relics are still well remained along the Silk Road. What a large number of trade groups, monks, priests, and scholars have been passing here. Monk Xuanzang had once stopped here on his way to Western region and India for Buddhism scriptures. Marc Polo had stayed here for over 1 year. History changes. However, the civilization will be continued. Along the 1,600 kilometers Silk Road in Gansu, we could find a lot of cultural relics, with the representation of Mogao grottos in Dunhuang, Maijishan grottos in Tianshui, and Binlingsi grottos in Yongjing County. Gansu is reputed as a hometown of grotto arts. There are more than 100 grottos and temples, which forms a beautiful Gansu painting corridor and are still representing the brilliant culture of exchange between East and West of the past. With the geographical features of high position, many grotesque natural sights, and wealthy lands, Gansu was once a hot place for ancient national wars. Half a century before Emperor Qin Shi Huang united the whole China, Qing people had built the Great Wall in East Gansu. In Han Dynasty, the Great Wall was built from Hexi Corridor to the Lobe Desert. In Ming Dynasty, the Great Wall stretching eastward from Jiayuguan. Today, the fire and mist of war had faded out, but the relics of Beacon Towers and the Great Wall are still remained and telling us the legendary stories. Water wheel, the old means of irrigation, and the sheepskin rafts, the old means of communication, still have same remains. The western terminal point of the Great Wall is Jiayuguan Pass-Town. It was once the ancient battlefield. From Jiayuguan to Jiuquan, there are over 1,400 old tombs bearing various brick painting and got the name of Underground Painting Corridor. The July 1st glacier on Qilian Mountain, 116 kilometers from Jiayuguan, is an ideal place for exploring and mountaineering tour. Jiayuguan International Gliding Base is one of 3 most ideal bases for gliding and ballooning in the world. The Yiling Grottos in Anxi are the twin caves of Mogao Grottos. The mural pilgrimage to the west is 300 years earlier than the same novel. The remain of old Suoyang Castle is also a fascinating tourist attraction best preserved in China. Dunhuang is located as a west terminal point of Hersey Corridor. Mogao Grottos of Dunhuang is a famous world art treasure house with a history of 1,600 years. It has been listed as a World Cultural Heritage by the UNESCO. Today, with a rich tourist resources, Dunhuang has become China's famous top tourist city. Along the Silk Road in Dunhuang, you could visit many spots, such as Crescent Moon Lake at the foot of Mingsha Sand Dunes, a wonder of desert, the old frontier passes, Yangguan and Yumenguan, the imitated old Dunhuang town of Sun Dynasty, White House Pagoda, and the Folklore Museum are all famous attractions. Mini Tibet for its unique Tibetan culture. La Buleng Monastery is the largest one outside Tibet. It is one of the 6 yellow sect monasteries of Great Tibetan Buddhists in China. Hezhou City is the capital of Gannan Prefecture. When spring comes, it presents a world of flowers and the nature protection zone. Gahai Lake and the Zecha Stone Forest will bring you into another world of fairy tales. The star-level hotels are available in almost every tourist city. There are many famous local specialities like carved melon pot, beef noodles, and so on. Gansu is a mystical world. Welcome to Gansu, a marvelous land on the old Silk Road.